as minor as fighting in school or underage drinking.
He campaigned on a tough-on teen crime platform, and in 2005 he was reelected to a second 10-year term in the Luzerne County Court of Common Pleas. Judge Michael Conahan was the presiding judge of the Luzerne County Court of Common Pleas prior to Judge Chiavarella.
Conahan shares Chiavarella's stance of being tough on teens. In 2002, Conahan signs an agreement with PA Child Care to house juvenile offenders at a soon-to-be-built facility. He follows that up by cutting the budget to the county-run facility, forcing it to close. So now, juveniles will only be sent to the for-profit PA Child Care Center. Meanwhile, Conahan teams up with fellow judge Mark Chiavarella to assemble an investor group to build yet another juvenile facility.
Robert Miracle is a developer in Luzerne County, and he's a friend with Judge Chiavarella. Robert Powell is also an attorney in town who has interest in building a juvenile detention center. Judge Chiavarella introduces both men in an effort to get the developer and the attorney who's wanting to put the juvenile detention center in Luzerne County together.
The two judges join forces with the same thing in mind. Build a jail, send the kids, get the cash.
In 2003, Miracle gives both judges $1 million bribe in order for them to steer the juvenile detention contracts to his new juvenile detention center he's building. When the construction wraps up in 2005, Miracle, the developer, gives another $1 million to the two judges in exchange for then steering the remaining juvenile contracts to them.
Over the next 4 years, this arrangement is very lucrative for the judges, with each pocketing well over $2 million, until the Juvenile Law Center, a nonprofit public interest law firm for children in the U.S., gets wind of the scheme.
In 2007, the Juvenile Law Center gets a frantic phone call from a concerned parent. This phone call pushes them to launch an investigation.
From 2003 until 2009, over 3,000 children are swept into the juvenile justice system. Most of the defendants are convinced to waive their rights to a lawyer. Once in the system, some of the kids are incarcerated for years.
In January 2009, a pattern of corruption between Conahan and Chiavarella begins to surface.
The investigation uncovers the illicit bribe payments made from the developer Miracle to the judges.
It is alleged that Chiavarella and Conahan accept $2.6 million in kickbacks.
Thousands of kids who were part of this corrupt scandal ended up in the juvenile detention center when they otherwise wouldn't have.
Coming up, the feds finally get the bad guys, but not before they ruin thousands of lives.